Greetings, friends! I am Dreyfus Xano, and I welcome you back to another vlog that I'm going to be doing here for just an update for the channel. And there's two things I'm going to be wanting to talking about. First of all, if you've noticed my channel, I've uploaded two videos, which I'll put it right up here, which I call Quest for the Play of the Game. These are three of my WoW characters actually playing Overwatch, and I thought it'd be fun to actually machinize it and try to make things a little bit different other than just a standard Let's Play of Overwatch. So I've done it in two formats. One's going to be, I might not be pointing at it correctly, one's going to be an actual machinimated version of it where you actually see my characters playing it, and the other one is just going to be a voiceover. Just me doing the voices of Dreyfus, Asmodeus, and Kabatica. So take a look here. I really appreciate some likes and everything with that. So getting that out of the way. The main reason why I'm making this video right here is to officially announce I am starting a Patreon page. And so this is going to be a pretty big step for myself in regards to, this is something I've never really done. It is going to be sort of a big, grand adventure for me, and in all honesty, I want to make this my full-time job, but it occurs to me that I can't really do that without your help. So I've been trying to look for other jobs and everything, and it honestly hasn't worked for me. And what it is I'd like to do is actually arrange it so I can release some Mr. Smite's Improvs animated, some machinimated Overwatch things, and a couple of other things on a regular, consistent basis. Now, I'm going to have a couple of images up here in just a minute, but I see this happening in three phases, and I'm trying to make this as realistic as I possibly can. Phase 1, which I'm going to call it the Don't Quit Your Day Job tier. I'm fully realizing that this may not work out, and I may just have to go back to another 9-to-5 job, but this first tier, I'd like to earn at least $1,000 a month. I'd like to earn at least $1,000 a month and see where this goes, and then see if I can get enough actual support through YouTube and with Patreon to see if I can make this happen. Second tier. This is going to be, as quoted by Torbjorn, the Now We're Getting Somewhere tier. And I'm going to be asking for $2,000, or I should say, this is going to be the $2,000 tier. If I can get enough support where I pass this, then my hobby here of Machinima, Overwatch, and the Xanoic Brotherhood and everything will be more than just a hobby. It'll go from a hobby, part-time job, full-time job, and who knows. And with that, the third tier is, the title's sort of up in the air, but I'm going to put that title up here. That third tier is sort of going to be the, I don't really expect to actually reach this tier, but if I could, what can I do with it? What sort of great things can I actually accomplish by the donations that I get? So a couple of things I had been thinking of was maybe traveling around. I didn't get the chance to go to this last BlizzCon as of this recording, but I'd like to do that more and more. I'd like to actually get tickets, and I want to actually meet other people from the Warm Rest Accord server in World of Warcraft. They seem like a whole bunch of nice people and everything, and that's one thing. I would like to travel a little bit more, and I'd like to actually be a mentor to anybody else in the autism spectrum, because I think that's mainly what it is I'm trying to get at. For me personally, I didn't learn that I was on the autism spectrum until I graduated from college, and I guess I sort of feel like I missed out on a lot of stuff. I missed out on maybe making other friends or other experiences, and I'd like to think that this third tier of mine could maybe help get me in that direction. And there's a lot of social skills I'm still needing to learn and everything. I'm still learning. I have my iPad up here in front of me, which is showing me that white light. So I thought it might make my face look a little bit better here, but if it doesn't, I can always just turn that off. But that's pretty much the third tier here, is just if I get, I think I put down like $20,000. I honestly don't expect to reach it, but I think what it is I've been doing, I'm giving myself permission to actually dream, to get ideas, to have pipe dreams. And I am literally going to call these pipe dreams, because if I never accomplish these dreams, then that's fine. But at least I tried. I tried my best. I did my best to actually do this. I am going to have another video coming out sometime near the end of December or January, which is sort of going to be another state of my YouTube channel and everything, as sort of another update. And I have something planned for that, and I have sort of a to-do list that I'm going to show and actually explain here a little bit more and go more into detail. But essentially, just so I have this Patreon page now, and the rewards and the tiers and everything are going to be changing intermittently. I depend on a program referred to as the WoW Model Viewer. It's been a program that's been supported by one guy, at least from what it is I know, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. And he's only been able to work on it on his free time. So because when World of Warcraft Legion actually came out, that essentially had broken this WoW Model Viewer to the state of now he has to fix it all over again, and that leaves the WoW Model Viewer actually not working. So I do have to improvise a little bit and come up with these other prizes and things here from my Patreon page. But essentially, I want to actually help this WoW Model Viewer community, and I've sort of said this a couple of times. I want to turn this into my own machinima renaissance, where I want to actually create some tutorials of making a machinima, of how to play World of Warcraft, at least the start of it, a couple of things there, how to play Minecraft, a couple of things like that, and sort of learn a couple of things along the way. So, sort of with this third tier Patreon thing here too, I would like to donate some money to this person so we can actually have a working WoW Model Viewer on a consistent basis. So that's sort of why I've been hesitant of getting this Patreon page up. I mentioned this in my update stream about a couple of months ago, that yes, I do want to have nice quality content that I deliver on a consistent basis, but I've sort of been hesitant because this WoW Model Viewer has not been working. And I am going to be depending on it for a lot of my tiers and a lot of my prizes and everything for my Patreon page. So I think that was primarily it of what it is I wanted to cover here in today's vlog. I think I'll probably wrap this up by saying, if I can actually turn this into, again, my quote-unquote full-time job and everything, I will start releasing content more and more often, because I can spend more days actually doing my editing, my voice editing and everything, as opposed to just when I can get the time. So what my plan is for right now, and I have this problem with my blog every day in April. I'm going to put it up over here. What my plan is for right now is to do at least one machinima a month. And that's going to be either my animated Mr. Smite's Improv, which I believe I'm on episode 6, either that, or my quest for the play of the game, which is essentially my ongoing series in Overwatch. Now, I may change the title of that to something else, but for the time, it may turn into something like Machinima Watch or something, but for right now it's going to be called Quest for the Play of the Game. And that's going to be a second Machinima. I have a couple of other ideas that I want to actually do and everything. I have some other Let's Plays I'm thinking of, but again, I really cannot proceed forward here with those projects until I actually get a functioning WoW model viewer. There have been a couple of options of actually going on to torrent websites and downloading other stuff. And to be honest, I really don't want to do that if it means getting myself in trouble with Blizzard. This has sort of been a weird experience for me in regards to figuring out a couple of things. But I think one of my goals by the end of next year is to actually be recognized in the WoW community and not just have a handful of likes here and there. Not only do I want to actually get to BlizzCon, but one of my pipe dream goals that I'll mention here is to actually have World of Warcraft Twitter favorite one of my tweets, and have Play Overwatch favorite one of my tweets, and create a video that can be played on the Battle.net viewer, and a couple of other things like that. So, couple of things here now and again and everything. But I think with all of that, 2 Machinimated videos, I know I can at least get those out at least twice a month, and also my Mr. Smite's Improv stream. I do also stream on twitch.tv/Dreyfus Xano, which is primarily going to be Mr. Smite's Improv. I have occasionally attempted to stream Overwatch occasionally. I am actually very particular about swearing and the F word and everything, so I've been very hesitant about actually streaming Overwatch unless I can actually get into a couple of groups that are very non-toxic. With Overwatch, I may stream that now and again, but twitch.tv/Dreyfus Xano is mainly going to be where if I can get 10 to 15 people in my audience on a consistent basis, then I will stream it and have it as an upload. And to my recollection, I probably have somewhere between 5 to 6 save streams already. I've uploaded about 1 or 2 of them to my YouTube channel. So two Machinimas there. I'm going to do my best to actually upload an actual video on demand of Mr. Smite's Improv on a regular basis too. And if I can hit that second and third tier, well, I should say second tier, if I can hit that second tier, then what I will plan to do is stream every single Mr. Smite's Improv live show of mine as often as I'm able to. But I am going to need a much bigger following. As of the recording of this, I've been teetering between 105, 106 subscribers. So one of my other goals by the end of 2017 is to have 1,000 subscribers. I have looked at this whole thing of the 100,000 subscribers, the 1 million subscribers, the 10 million subscribers from all of these play buttons and everything. And that is going to be one of my pipe dreams too. But I think I'm going to play this as realistically as I can, and I'm going to say 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if, let's say that I hit that, if I get 1,000 subscribers by, let's say, July, then I'll probably do another update video here and say, okay, let's go for 2,000 subscribers or 3,000, and play it very carefully. Again, this is something that I'm just setting up here myself. I am just a one-man show here. Outside of my cast, I've actually set up in Mr. Smite's Improv and everything. So it's going to be a little, I'm going to have a few growing pains here and there, but I'm actually honestly really excited about actually starting this project of Patreon and everything. And who knows, maybe I can actually start some tutorials, reach out to other WoW Machinimators and singers like all your Charms and GGs and everything, and actually set up consistent machinimas on a regular basis. So I'm probably rambling here for right now, but essentially, well, the TLDR of this Patreon page, my 2 videos over here that I've released, and I cannot do this without your support, so I am going to honestly do my best to release this content on a fairly regular basis. And if I can hit these 3 tiers that I'm on a regular basis, then I can start releasing more and more content. There is so much I want to do, and yet there's only so much time that I have. I honestly imagine I'm probably going to have 50, 60 years of my life, and I have to think to myself, when I become really, really old, what do I want to see myself in 50 years? What will I have accomplished with myself? What will I have done? And this is your whole standard, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm going to take this one step further and say, where do I see myself in 50 years? When I've gotten married, when I have grandchildren myself, look at what it is I've done here in the last 50, 60, 70, 80 years of my life. Look at all these good things I've done. Look at all these Mr. Smite's improvs and Quest for the Plays of the Game, and all of these songs I've created, and all of these collaborations I've done. There is so much I want to do, but just I'm still having trouble figuring out how to do that consistently. So I honestly think this Patreon here is going to help me do that. Alright, well, I think that's enough rambling here for right now. So stay tuned for more animated Mr. Smite's improvs, for more quests for play of the game, and other random weird memes I can think of here too. Including that. More of that too. So, until next time we see each other at twitch.tv/Dreyfus Xano, I am Dreyfus Xano, and until next time, be you, be yourself. Take care.